welcome to episode 80 of the Army ThinkTank podcast. I am Jam.
Yes.
And how are you doing this week?
Pretty good. It's been a chill-ish week, so not too much going on.
Just enough to keep us on our toes.
Yes, yeah. BTS news lots. Personal life, irrelevant, really.
Yeah, that's true. I personally have I binge watched the K2.
Oh.
Like, it was unhealthy. Well, to be fair, that's a lot of my dramas. But
True.
I finished Our Blues. I binge watched the K2, and now I'm watching a Chinese drama just to spice things up a little bit.
Yeah. You gotta keep it on your toes.
But also my favorite Chinese actors in there, so it's just
yeah.
You know? It's also a period piece, so even better.
Yeah. Oh, the period pieces.
The period pieces, the Chinese period pieces are on another level with all the fighting and the flying around and
and the costumes are just
the costume, the imperial drama, the romance is
so good. They're just on another level. I always look at Western media and I'm like, y'all don't even know. You're not at your peak yet, my guys. You're not even.
I love the castles, but there's just something about the temples and the hanfus for Chinese dramas, and it's
there's just something about the amount of detail put into this stuff. I'm thinking of the last period piece that I had really enjoyed from Western media. I think was Rain. CW classic. But I'm thinking about the costuming and the way that they dressed that show was nowhere near what it should have been for that period of time.
For me, it's Outlander, but I have a bias because I read the books.
True.
But also, Sam Hugan is in my heart forever.
But even Game of Thrones, I'm thinking the last couple of seasons, the atmosphere of that show was just so boring. The set decorations, the costumes, none of it was interesting, and I'm give me drama. That's why I watch it.
You gotta give it to the Outlander crew, and
they definitely do a good job.
They do an extremely good job. They literally have the best costume crew out there. I follow the Twitter for the Outlander outfit crew because it's so interesting, all the whole thought process behind how they're making the costumes.
Yeah.
And going really into looking into the history of everything. And so as a fan of history and a fan of Outlander, it's a big thing. But yeah, I've been watching Who Rules the World. It's on Netflix. It's really good. It's got Yang in it. And I'm very happy about it.
Amazing.
It's really good, even though because Chinese dramas have a shit ton of episodes. This one has 40 episodes.
Oh my god!
But it's they're 45 minutes long.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, but they go by so fast.
That's good. Because I feel
I finished another one.
Does anybody else feel this way when it comes to especially I'm thinking the CW dramas in particular, having them be 45 minutes long and then having a season be 20 episodes is too much. It's they need to be condensed, I think, if you're gonna do a 40-minute episode, because the latest one I started rewatching was Pretty Little Liars, which it's hilariously chaotic, and it's so.
I love PLL.
I love Pretty Little Liars. Listen, that's my child. That and Vampire Diaries and Supernatural, those three, top tier. Let's just say that.
Also, Hannah and Caleb. Thank you.
Oh, they are the best couple. Ezra and Arya. Gross.
A mess.
Gross.
A mess.
But I was thinking about it, and I was half of these episodes are kind of pointless. In the grand scheme of the plot of that show, half of these episodes could probably be eliminated, and we would have a cleaner show. But
have you seen the YouTube videos where they're attempting to
break down
a schematic of the relationships?
Yeah. I watched it recently. That's why
I love it.
I love it. I watched one recently. What is the YouTuber's name? Hold on, let me find it, because it's just
But like
Ooh, it's so
having
good.
like the cast trying to break down their characters' relationships
Yes.
is so funny.
Go watch Mike's Mike video. He has 3 videos that like go through the entirety of the show. Just watch his videos because they're chaotically hilarious. He's also Australian, so it just makes it so much better.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing. But I kind of agree with him. He like brought up the point of like having maybe like 10 to 15 episodes instead of having like 20 to 25
Yeah.
per season because
And it
I
was also
think
made into a time where like especially like teenager
yes,
shows were
yes.
so long. Like the
They were
seasons were
so
so long.
long. Like
Yeah.
23 episodes for a season is so long. But I think okay, so like the episodes that like really stand out in my mind is the Halloween train episode. Seriously, if you only watch these episodes for PLL, I will understand because the Halloween train is chaotic AF and you need to go and watch it. It's so ridiculous. It's amazing. Like peak television at the time, let me
The
tell you.
Halloween episodes are like
Are
the episode
they're
where
amazing.
they walk in and all the significant other are dressed in like sexy Santas.
I can't. I can't. Like I literally can't. You need to go and watch the Halloween episode, that Christmas episode, and the Dollhouse episodes. Those
It's
are like
honestly like
peak.
PLL is peak like comedy gold.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's so good with
Go and
all the
watch it.
drama, but like some of the one-liners, you're like,
Iconic. Like some of they're so quotable, and they're just like, oh God.
I fell onto like a compilation of on TikTok of PLL like out of context kind of thing.
Oh my God, I love
And
those videos.
it was some of the funniest
Oh,
shit I've ever seen in my life.
it's amazing. Like I can't even recommend it enough.
Okay, no, that's Yeonjun. This is not what I want. Well, it's what I want,
It's
but
what
it's
I
not
want,
what
but
I want.
yeah.
Did I not save it? That's a crime. Why did I do that? But it
You're
was,
gonna have to.
yeah, I'm gonna have to dig deep, I guess.
You're gonna have to show me later. But yeah,
Oh,
go and watch the Chaotic. If you have not watched Pretty Little Liars, definitely go and watch it. It's a chaotic freaking mess. Season 2 is probably my favorite season. It's the most iconic. Has so many great lines. Oh, amazing.
I just can't. But they have.
Can't.
Oh, I found it. I'm
Okay,
gonna send it to you now, and I'm gonna save it into my stuff. I'm gonna send it to you through text.
okay. But yeah, that's what I've been like rewatching it because I'm just like I need this like chaotic energy in my life. I feel like it's peak performance.
But yeah,
And I'm here for
that's
it.
honestly what I've been doing with my week, apart from like
Yeah.
playing video games.
Oh,
So,
true. Video games also have been a thing this week.
yeah, I have to continue grinding on Diablo. I have a lot of things to do. Well, I just reached Paragon 150.
Oh, okay.
Which means I can now have a full like set loadout on my equipment, but I need to go and grind it. That's gonna take a while.
Oh, I know. The grind is real.
Yeah.
Anyway, the reason that you're all here to listen to us talk about BTS, so let's talk about BTS.
Yeah, this is par for the course though.
It is. Welcome to our chaos.
if you're new here, this is par for the course. We're 80 episodes in and it hasn't changed.
No.
So first things first, Friendcation recap.
Oh, Friendcation. Okay, so if you haven't, this is gonna be like spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't
Spoil
seen.
me, Jess.
Yes, so
I'm missing like 2 episodes. So
okay, Friendcation was such a fun 4 episode. Honestly, it could have been longer. I could have watched them like forever. They're so cute, so chaotic. Like I love their friendship because it really just like I don't know, like having like 5 different people get together and then build their friendship, especially because they're like their friendship was built off of gaming, which I think is hilarious.
And they're so different too.
They're all so different, but I think that's why their friendship really works. It's the same with BTS. Like the reason
that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, like the reason that their friendship works so well is because they're all different and they all have different voices and the way that they see the world. But when they get together, they're able to like share their thoughts, share their feelings. Like
they have mutual respect for each other.
Yeah. And they all do different things too, like acting and vocals and music producing. Like they're all very different. And I think that it really lends well to their friendship, and it's just so freaking cute.
I just, especially like from the first episode, like you could see them wear their friendship rings.
Yes.
And as soon as I like spotted that, I was like, even before they explained it, because they ended up explaining it, I think, in episode 2.
They did, yeah.
I was like, oh my god, they have friendship rings. Yeah. That's so freaking cute.
It's so cute.
It's so
cute. And they wore like matching pajamas the whole time and like had their like sweatsuits with all their nicknames. It's just, it's
the freaking nicknames.
I can't. I literally can't.
It was basically like Tae trolling them, and then they get to him and they give him like a super fucking sweet nickname, and I'm like, yep.
He's the baby of their group. They treat him like a little baby. I honestly, Peak Boy being the eldest daughter really hits home for me. Like I can't even with that. And it also like made me want to get to know like the other friends.
The other member of the friends group,
like really, you know, get in depth of who they are, and like I wanted to make me like go and watch their stuff, and like made me want to like read up on them, because like obviously I know Tae because we are BTS fans, and I know Peak Boy because of that, and I know his music and stuff like that, but the others I didn't really like. I knew who they were, but I didn't like know who they were, you know. And it's just like a cool little concept, and because they're so busy, like it's so nice to be able to just like take a pause on your life and be like, I need to reset, you know, like I need to put away like all of my work stuff and just like be with my friends without that.
I really love that V was like, we're doing this, and they were like, yeah, okay. And the people that still had like schedule they couldn't get out of, they're like, I'm coming straight from my schedule. And that was so endearing.
It really was.
Just like, we're taking these couple days, just being together, enjoying each other's company, relaxing, and just taking this time to have fun. And be together. And I feel like that's so important, especially.
Especially where all of them are.
But like I feel like it's a good message for like people in general. It's just like you're never too busy to make time for the people that you care about, and you also need to take that time for like yourself, your family, your friends, but also just like for yourself, and taking the time to take care of yourself, you know.
Which, you know, really lends well to even like Bangtan taking this break period, you know. It's a similar kind of thing of like, I need to reset, I need to, you know, get back to myself. And being with your friends, at least for me, that like really helps me to like be centered and be like, okay, I'm good. Like, you know, sometimes you have these worries of like, my job, or like, what am I doing with my life, or like, where the hell am I? And I think being able to like be introspective and like be with your friends, for them to tell you to be like, no, get your shit together, you know, like you're fine.
Do something about it.
But also just like to take time to like relax and be like, I don't know, just be able to be yourself on a level that you don't have to worry, you know, like, I don't know, meeting new people sometimes can be like stressful because you're constantly having to like put on this facade of like, I'm this like extroverted person who has all these personality traits, when in reality I'm just like a boring person.
Like,
but it's really nice to see that you know, even even to have like this male presence of I love being with my friends, I have friendship rings, I love being emotional and open, and
Mm-hmm.
I love having these conversations with you. That to me is really like eye-opening because we don't get to see that in media very
Yeah.
often.
Especially like
Especially
Korean media.
yeah, and especially from the male side of it. Like, you know,
Hmm.
we're always taught like females are the emotional ones, we're the ones who express our emotions more freely than males do, which is kind of true, kind of not, to a certain extent.
Kind of true, kind of not, especially from Jess and I, where we're just like, emotions cannot say the words.
Bleh. But it's really nice to see that, you know, they're so like open and free with each other, especially like the campfire scene in episode 3 is just so precious because they're just
Yeah.
like talking about their feelings about one another and about how they met, and it's just so amazing to see that
It's
openness.
just them, just like comforting Tay whenever he was
Yeah.
feeling down. I was just like,
Oh, him crying always breaks my heart because he's so
yeah,
like he's so scared and emotional, and I was like, Tay, you don't need to worry, we'll be here for you.
must protect.
Must protect baby bear always. But it's nice to see that they obviously feel the same way of like that support, but also not just support but like comforting and being like it's gonna be okay, like you're allowed to cry, but you know, I feel like it goes back to that Yoongi quote of like it's okay to cry but don't cry alone type of thing.
Yeah,
That's what that reminded me of
my
because
man.
he's not
Sorry.
alone, you know, like he's surrounded by all of his friends, and it's just it's so cute. It's definitely worth a watch to go and just like
That's why
experience
usually,
it.
like, whenever I cry, I usually like go to you guys.
Yeah,
Cat is usually on the
receiving end.
receiving end a lot.
Yeah, it's fair. But
But
yeah,
Cat.
I obviously like the concept of in the soup is just so clever. Like, thank you, Hybe.
I'm just glad that it's actually a
Yeah.
thing.
Thank you, BTS. Thank you, Hybe, for like creating this thing that we are just able to watch and enjoy. And
Because it is eye opening for us as well.
yeah, I think so too. So Friendcation is amazing. Go and watch it.
Add it to your
Absolute,
list.
yeah, absolute thing to
What
go and watch.
was it 17? The other group that did In the Soup?
Yes,
Now I'm gonna have to watch it now
I
that
know. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I
especially
haven't
since
watched
I
it.
started listening
To their music.
yeah, more to their music.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of their like tour clips on my TikTok now. Thank you, Game Catters. Anyway, this
Anyway,
week's vlog was Jin's.
it was Jin. Jin did a cooking vlog, which I mean, the man's iconic, let's be honest here. My favorite parts from that is when he's frying the BTS and ARMY symbol. First of all, cute as hell. Second of all, he's like, I'm sorry, ARMY, I burnt it. Forgive me, BTS Butone.
Ami.
Me. It's freaking cute. I mean, like Jin loves to cook. We've seen it like in the soup, in Bangtan bombs, in like their vlog videos
I
from
mean, just at the
before.
beginning of the vlog, he was like, "Oh, I told him like cooking was my hobby, so he gave me like a bunch of cooking tools." So
Their friendship is so cute.
yeah, it's
Um,
like I'm about a bit older than his grandchildren, so I'm gonna I'm gonna go hang out with him. You know, we drank wine a lot.
oh, it's so cute. I love their friendship so much. And it was just so relaxing. Like, personally, like I love to cook, so I love watching cooking videos.
Hmm.
So it was very easy
See,
for
I don't
me.
like cooking, but I love watching cooking videos.
Fair enough.
So
Yeah. It really like I don't know, it's so much fun. Again, it feels like with all of their vlogs, they're just like having fun, doing their own thing, and we're just along for the ride. And I love that. Like it's
excited
so
for this week.
relaxing. Yes, because we get Yoongi's vlog
It's my
finally.
turn.
Although now I'm sad because like this is
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be the
the end.
last vlog.
Yeah,
I'm
and
like I
also
hope
wood carving.
Wood carving Hajima.
With carving Hajima.
I can't wait. I'm excited to see his episode. I absolutely, again, like these vlogs are such a cool new way to have us interact with them, especially because they're like obviously doing it by themselves, and we get to like see what they enjoy and see their hobbies and things that they want to try, and it just makes me like so happy that they're enjoying themselves. Like I love it. It brings my Saturday like so much joy because I'm just like,
yeah, you wake up in the
yes.
morning and there's a new vlog.
It's
and
beautiful.
You're just like, let's go.
Let's go. I'm excited.
Go. And it kind of brought us, like kept us from going all thirsty and drought of Run BTS.
Yes, okay.
Which came back today as we're recording this, August 16th.
Run BTS. Okay, so first of all,
I'm out of focus.
Our free therapy is back. Thank God. How long has it been? Like,
it's been 10 months. They said it on the episode.
Crazy. Like, I can't believe it's been 10 months. Honestly, I've missed it so much. Like, the chaoticness of a Run BTS episode, just like peak Tuesday vibes.
And
like,
honestly, from the clips I've seen, because I want to wait for like the whole like series to be out just to watch it nonstop because I have a problem. I'm doing the same with To Do, so nothing new here. So chaotic, and they brought it back in the best way they could.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
The blindfold.
Okay, that whole sequence. Honestly, this episode made me like laugh out loud at so many parts. The blindfold was freaking funny. I was laughing so hard. The fact that they couldn't guess some of these words, the editing of Hybe trying to figure out that deer.
Okay. The editing in general, I miss. Like, as much as I love like the top editors, but the Run BTS editors
top tier,
the best.
Top tier editing.
I don't know if they're the same editors at this point. They could be, but I don't know. They just go so much harder when they're edited.
Yeah. Also, we got a new like intro to Run BTS with Run BTS as the song. Of course. Like, how could you not? It's iconic. And, surprisingly, I, was surprised to see the YouTube notification. Like, obviously, usually they post it on Weverse and on VLive. But to get the YouTube was a very interesting...
Yeah, they've been doing it with like in the Hybe and the Team and TXT, so it's really fun that now they're doing it for BTS too.
Well, and honestly, I think it stops people from uploading the episode onto YouTube.
Yeah,
like they're I see.
They get the official views for themselves.
Exactly. Yeah, which is what you should be doing anyway. Weverse is free, and so is.
And normally, like, I feel like putting subtitles on YouTube is also a lot easier than like Weverse and VLive.
Yes, I would think so too. It's definitely a lot easier
to have done it before.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, not Weverse and VLive, but like doing YouTube subtitles.
Yeah,
I've done it before. It's
yeah. It's really good. Like I watched it on YouTube actually, in comparison, because I was gonna watch it on VLive because that's usually what I watch it on, but I was like, I'm gonna watch it on YouTube this time, and it was like fine. And honestly, I love the like the playable stuff from YouTube is so much simpler to use, like especially if I want to skip to certain parts, it's a lot easier to use.
Like from platform to platform, it's less laggy in general.
I would agree.
So
it was a good time. I really enjoyed the episode, obviously. Like, it was freaking iconic. Their chaotic energy just like sent me into a new universe. I was like totally and utterly happy and thrilled for them to come back together. Just go and watch it. Like, I can't even describe it. One, because I don't want to give too many spoilers, because I actually want you to go and watch it. And two, I just there's not a lot of words I can say when it comes to Run BTS, because you just start your Tuesday off so well. Like, I was so happy this morning. I was like laughing and just enjoying the episode. They looked like they were having so much fun, like they usually do on a Run BTS episode.
Yeah. Oh my god. Sorry, I was out of focus there for a second. I don't know what happened.
But yeah, I had a really good time. You should definitely go and watch it.
I'm excited.
It's so good. I can't wait. I'm so excited we have it back. My Tuesdays are back to normal. Thank God. 10 months of drought.
I'm so excited.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
So
Yes.
we got the Jack in the Box album cover sketch.
We did. I freaking, the Maknae line is so, they love Hybe so much. Like, Tae coming to his music video shoot, Jimin coming to Hybe Palooza, and then JK just sneaking in on his photo shoot. I can't. They love.
Oh my god, did you see
so
like
much.
the TikTok edits of Hybe just saying the Maknae line usually follows me around?
Yes.
And then just all three of them showing up to his stuff.
I'm gonna cry. Like, it's so freaking cute. And Hybe is an icon, I think, like, period, end of discussion. He is honestly such a trailblazer, such, like, it's amazing to see him, like, really enjoying making this album, and seeing all the behind the scenes is just, it solidifies that of how much, like, obviously we know how much he was nervous about releasing the album and how scared he was that we weren't gonna like it and stuff like that. But I think, like, ultimately, I hope he knows how much we loved this album and how much we supported him. Obviously, Hybe Palooza being, like, the grand finale of that. And he even said, like, in a Weverse post, like, how much he appreciated our support and how much he loved us, and it's so good. Like, what a good way to start off chapter 2 in this, like, new solo adventure, with Hybe being this, like, trailblazer of the group, and it definitely makes sense for him to, like, be starting us off. And I'm so happy for him.
And I feel like he's been waiting for this for a long time.
Oh yeah. And it shows. Like, it completely shows with everything. Like, clearly, based on that Bangtan Bomb 2, it, like, clearly he had a vision for how he wanted this album to look and feel. And seeing him be so enthusiastic about Jack in the Box, and, like, being this, like, the themes that went around it and the photos, like, it was just perfection. I loved it. Absolute love. Nothing but love for Hybe.
Always. What do you mean?
Always.
It also kind of brings us into the hot JK news of this week.
JK. Jungkook. I have a lot of
international playboy.
Sir, you know, okay, so if you don't know, if you're not on Twitter and you didn't see the YouTube things or Instagram, we're getting photo concept things. I actually don't really understand what it's going to be. I heard, because it's like a portfolio, that to me seems like we're gonna get, like, a photo book of this, like, concept that Jungkook has created. Also, Hybe had stated we're getting 7 different ones because of all the members. First of all, to start us off with JK, and the funniest part of this, so, like, I don't know what was happening on ARMY Twitter, but we went on this whole, like, Twilight BTS thing for the past, like, couple weeks, and it all culminated into this, like, video that he just, like, dropped out of nowhere. And then, honestly, like, it was kind of like telepathy, like, were we, like, secretly on the same level as this? His video is intense, and it's a lot.
He is now part of Hypen, because vampires.
He's so attractive. It's unreal. Like, how is he a real person? I'm actually asking this question because those videos are so attractive. The photos are so good. I just don't understand how he's a real person. Like, somebody explain this to me. Also, how dare you start us off with JK? Like, the visuals are just out of this world. I can't even deal with it. I like messaged Lenny because her bias is JK, and I'm like, "Are you doing okay?" Because I'm not, and she's like, "I'm dead," and I'm like, "Okay."
That's like Lenny on Shinpoochy.
I can't. I can't.
I just popped into the Twitter group and I was like, "Is Lenny here? The Unicab birthday photos are out." And it's just like, Jess.
You asked and guessed correctly. I don't know how else to explain that. Also, she changed her bias, so
She changed. No, I don't believe it.
she did.
Who? Oh, Yeonjun.
Yeah.
My first guess.
Yeah. Anyway, JK.
But I sent her the photos privately, and she loved it. So.
Yes. JK is really doing the most. And I.
When is he not though?
Oh boy, I'm really interested to see what we like get out of it. Like, what is this merch gonna be at the end of the day? Because my wallet is crying. I can hear her in the next room sobbing right now.
Yeah, especially yours and Lenny's.
Yeah, we're the biggest spenders of the group, I would say. Oh god,
you feed onto each other.
We do, it's fun. I saw this thing today that I posted on my Instagram story because it's very true.
Wait, I think I saw it.
My toxic trait is that I set a budget for myself and then proceed to go over that budget by an offensive amount.
Yeah, I remember I liked it.
Yeah, because here's the thing, like
I thought it, I was like, yes,
that's very true. Honestly, I should change my Twitter bio to "I spend an offensive amount" because it's freaking true.
You should probably put it on your Instagram bio too. I'm just saying.
It's true. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what we get out of this. The video is obviously like dead, killed me. His visuals are just crazy.
Insane.
I'm scared.
And the video is not long enough. 47 seconds is not long enough.
Absolutely not long enough. I'm terrified. Big Hit is just like putting us on our toes. BTS is constantly, I don't even know. They're supposed to be on a break, man. Like, what the hell is going on?
No.
ARMY is never on a break.
You know what?
Obviously.
Jin working at Maplestory?
Yes.
That's something I didn't know.
You didn't know this?
I haven't been on Stan Twitter that much.
Oh, okay. So
I've been playing too many games and watching Yang. Okay.
Yeah, so Jin, Maplestory is doing this whole feature with Jin. They're doing 2 episodes. He's gonna be interning at Maplestory, which I think is really, really cute and funny. I already watched the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's hilarious. He had to like go through the interview process.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. And then he got the job as a new intern, and he's like hanging out, and going through all the games discovery and like going through like programming and all this kind of stuff. It's like extremely wholesome. And I just love like this star power of like Jin from BTS, but then like being this like humble person who's like, I've never done an interview before, I don't know what I'm doing. It's like so endearing, like I can't even. And his photo that they chose to take, it has like him holding a bunch of like,
I saw the badge.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I saw, but I didn't know what.
Yeah. It's for the actual Maplestory team. And if you don't know, like BTS did a whole thing with Maplestory. They had like an entire episode dedicated to Maplestory that they went and got to design different like costumes.
The memes?
There were so many memes. Come on, like you can't remember the memes. We literally all changed our profile to these like pixelated little characters from Maplestory. It was the most ridiculous we have ever been.
Us just like trolling Junie because he was actually playing our stories on there, and we're like, no, don't do that.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Cut. Cut. Yeah, it's the cutest thing. You should definitely go and watch the episode. There's gonna be 2 episodes and then a special.
Yeah,
After.
episode 2 in 2 days. So the day this comes out.
Yeah.
On the 18th, and then behind the scenes on August 25th.
Yeah. So I think, like, in my mind, I think that they're gonna like design maybe like a level or like a bunch of things with Jin. I don't know, but that's probably where it's going.
Yeah, we also need to remember that Jin is the one that designed the one move level on in the song, and what a bitch. Love him, but what a bitch.
I got past that level and I was like, boy,
how many tries did it take you?
2.
Okay, same.
Yeah, the first time didn't work, but then the second time.
I did the same move both times, and one time it just didn't work out, and I was just like,
okay,
cool.
I think also like I was playing with like infinite hearts, and then I had like another thing that was like playing.
Yeah, okay.
I think it was the whale actually.
But yeah, Jin is our gamer.
He's our gamer, so it does make sense. And I honestly I love the fact that it's Maplestory, because you know he said during like the interview that he plays that game when he's like sad or happy. It's like his comfort game, and I love that he gets to like play the game and like be an intern at Maplestory. Like,
I mean, that's kind of like the dream of a lot of people that play games, right?
Correct. That would be correct. Yes, absolutely.
But otherwise, we also got the Bangtan bomb for the recording of Bad Decisions.
The vocal line.
The vocal line.
Oh my god, do they sound amazing? Like their raw vocals from all of them are just so good. Like top tier.
Are we
vocals.
surprised though?
No, but I always love hearing them like really just doing their thing, and especially because they were all just like, this is kind of like the first time that they've done a like feature with just the vocal line, because usually like they'll do it for albums, but they won't do it like outside of the album.
Yeah, a lot of the time when that happens, it's like a couple member of the rap line, just like one member, or even like vocal line themselves. Normally, just like one member. It's not like all of them.
So this is like
all of the line.
Yeah. So this is like really a special song for them to be doing it all together. And as we discussed, like we love the song, like it's so good. And
my friend right before we started recording was like, oh, Jen is gonna be like analyzing Snoop Dogg's lyrics this week on the podcast. I was like, no, we did that last week.
No, we did that last week. That was last week. Come on, keep up. But I like seeing behind the scenes of like how they work and stuff is always exciting. I've said this before, but I
love seeing them in the studio.
Me too. It's always unique because every single one of them has like a different take on doing their recordings and how they like approach a song. Especially like Jin was mentioning the fact that he wanted to make his vocals more like bouncy and light and like all this kind of stuff, and like we got to see that, and like V's vocal range is literally insane. Like it's crazy. Jimin,
I'm just like, I don't even want to talk about it. V's well, all of them, but like V's voice, like his deep registers will always be my favorite.
It like hits me in the chest like so deeply. Jimin, his head voice is insane. Like I can't believe he can go that high and effortlessly. Like he just like takes it up there and it's like it's no big deal.
We're chilling
like,
here now.
Yeah, like he's like he can like pull it up there and I'm just like, excuse me, sir, this is a Wendy's. Like I can't deal with that right now.
This is a Wendy's.
This is a Wendy's. I'm not okay. And of course Jungkook being the main vocal, obviously he's amazing. We talked about this many times.
It's just always like they could just give me them in the studio and I'd be happy.
Oh
like,
yeah,
I love seeing that.
I love seeing it. It's so much fun.
They're in their element and they're having fun as well. Like they're working, but also like having so much fun.
Yeah, so. Yeah. I mean, it shows how much they love what they do. So which is like something that obviously makes me like very happy.
It's even more fun when you put all 7 of them in there because they're making each other laugh whenever someone makes a mistake. I think it really is a requirement for Hybe groups to be as chaotic as possible.
I think so too, actually. Like I think when they're like, how chaotic are you?
Because like the tamest of all their groups, I think, is like Fromis 9, but they're also really chaotic.
Yeah.
So
yeah. All of Hybe groups are super chaotic, especially the guy groups for like some reason. Like all of them are just chaos incarnate. Like I mean,
you saw TXT's introduction at Game Catters. Flip the tables and then being like, dude said, ah!
Yeah, it's the natural state of being.
TXT is definitely up there.
Absolutely, they are.
It's like TXT. I'll probably put TXT like right above BTS because they're made out of something else.
True. True.
But I feel like they, even though they were chaotic to begin with, they kind of like got a little bit of it from BTS. So BTS would be like right
there. TXT. Yeah.
And then I'd probably put 17
next,
and Hype.
Yeah.
And then I would put like Le Seraphim and then Fromis 9.
Yeah.
That would be my ranking in chaosness.
That's a pretty good ranking.
That's a good ranking, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Well, because also this week we got an episode featuring TXT and BTS from the new Japan group that they're building for Hybe. So they got feature. It's not like we talked about TXT being chaotic. They're so chaotic in that episode because they did like a video and then they actually showed up. Like all of them showed up and it was really funny. Obviously like they're like in that like mentor sort of like status.
Yeah, and then they danced Runaway. Wasn't it Runaway?
No.
Yeah, it was.
It was Runaway.
It was Runaway.
Runaway and then
but they're like so fucking like don't get the range as how tall they are when they're all next together until they're next to someone else.
It's true. They're so freaking tall. Like it's crazy.
They're so tall.
And then BTS did like a video message because obviously they couldn't be there. Their schedule was a lot more chaotic than
well also because they're all doing things like separately as well, so
but like it's funny to me to see like the reactions of the younger like new crews that they're trying to build and being like, whoa, BTS, they're amazing.
And I by the way, on that ranking I would put New Jeans last because they just debuted and we don't know much about them.
Yeah, true.
I forgot about New Jeans and was like, I've had the tension stuck in my head for like a week.
But so it's a really fun episode. You should go and watch it. I haven't watched the entirety of like the new, again, I don't even know what it's called, to be perfectly honest with you, but I just like watched that episode to see TXT and BTS. But they were doing like a BTS challenge episode, so of course, which is why BTS and TXT showed up.
All right, and then to finish us up in news, don't forget to go vote for the VMAs.
Yes, that's still happening, so please go and vote. Usually, like every day, I would suggest going to vote during the power hour because you get 20 votes instead of 10, and then you can like cross it off your list for that. Like
you just go through it like pretty quick, and then you're done.
Yeah, and then you're done. Easy peasy. So
we'll have the link down in the description as we usually do with voting stuff. So do that.
Vote away.
I mean, if you want to, like, we're not here to force it. We're just like, this is the place. Do it if you want to.
It's down there. So 3 clicks.
I'm just like, you're curious. Go do it.
Go do it.
All right, let's move on to artist
shout out. Okay.
So, my artist this week, you're not gonna be surprised because I have shouted them out before. It is Andre Banana GT.
Oh, it's so cute.
They always make like the cutest stuff.
I love it.
It's just so cute.
Oh,
I'm just
love
like,
it.
plus. I just
Love.
love whenever it shows, just like like Baby Soap and like
Yeah,
Cookie
yeah,
Chim. It's the kind of stuff that I'm just happy to see it appear on my timeline. And
yeah,
I'm just like, you're so freaking talented.
yeah,
Let me
yeah,
like this. Let me share it. And thank you for brightening my day.
yeah. I agree. It's so cute and colorful. Just like you can't help but like be happy and like smiley when you see stuff like that.
I mean, their art style is also very unique.
Yes, I would
And I'd
agree.
love to see it.
I love it. Okay, so my artist, I really don't want to butcher the name, so I'm just gonna spell it to you.
Yeah.
Ageezii is the artist name. Now,
Damn.
yeah, so they do like I don't want to say it's not realism per se, but it's definitely like
More
sketch.
realistic
Yeah.
than
And
what we usually post
they
or
definitely
like
have
shut
like
up.
yeah. They definitely have like a unique style. It's very like sketchy, with lots of like line work and
That
they
is amazing.
I know, right? And they have like a very distinct signature. They always put circles on the cheeks.
I love
Hopi's
that.
like arson one is probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so good. They have done like all the members. They've done like Megan the Stallion. Like it's good. Just go and follow them. Go and give them love because
Nice.
they deserve it.
That's really good.
It's so good.
Love it.
Songs of the week?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Okay, what's your song? What's your BT?
We're the worst.
Oh, don't I know it?
All right, so my song this week, my BTS song this week is Telepathy. It just felt right.
I love that song so
With
much.
like the new Run BTS episode kind of like around that theme.
Yes.
It just felt right, you know.
Yeah. I agree.
And I love that song. So
so good.
And my non-BTS song is Coin by IU.
IU.
I love the song.
I love that song. I love IU. Shout out to IU.
Just shout out to IU. Love you.
Love you so much. God. My BTS song this week is Best of Me.
I've listened to a lot of Best of Me this week as well.
Yeah. It's the start of my summer bad decisions playlist, and it just sets the mood right for like Best of Me. It's just like it's so good, it's so hype, it's so summer. It really just like brings me all of the good vibes.
Also, that choreo is always...
Oh my god, it's insane. I love watching the choreo videos for Best of Me. I can't not watch it because it's just so good.
It's so good.
It's so good. And my non-BTS song is 17 Rock With You, because I've been seeing it a lot on my TikToks. And
did it also come back saying that I had that on my Crunchy Squad playlist as well last week, Jess?
It's good. It's good. What can I say?
I think your TikTok heard me.
I might have heard you. Although, like, I've been listening to 17 for a while. Like, Don't Wanna Cry.
I still have a Junai's Always Forever in my playlist. It's so good.
Don't Wanna Cry is probably my favorite song from 17. The choreo for that song is immaculate. Like, I can't... If you haven't watched it, their synchronicity is just on another level.
It's insane.
Yeah, and having 12 members to fit choreo into, like, I can't...
Because like 5-7 members is already impressive enough, but doing it with 12 members is just on another level.
It's on another level. If you haven't watched the Don't Wanna Cry like dance practice video, go and watch it, because
I will do so.
It's mind-boggling, especially because some of the stuff that they do in that choreo is so difficult to pull off.
They also have like very difficult choreography.
They do, like, comparatively to a lot of other groups, theirs is hard.
There's something about Hybe groups, man.
I know, like, God, why do you have to make the choreo so difficult?
Like, all of them in general. Like, I know. Even the girl groups. It's like, what are you doing?
It's so hard. but it's so good. I
Let
yeah.
them breathe.
Let me breathe for a second. And like cry, Don't Want to Cry With Me is so interesting because it's like the lyrics are sad as hell, but that song is a bop and I can't not
Isn't
listen
it,
to it.
always like that?
I know TXT
'Cause,
does the same thing.
Yeah, Runaway is like the epitome of that.
I know. Like it's they're like, yeah, we want to like bring you in and like, you know, like have fun with you, but then like we want to make you cry at the same time.
It's like read the lyrics and then you cry. You're dancing while crying.
You're dancing and crying at the same time, and honestly, yeah, crying in the club every day.
Every day. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that brings us to the end of this week's episode. It was a short but sweet one.
Short but sweet.
But as usual, we have a new podcast episode coming out every Thursday and a new clip coming out every Sunday at 3 p.m. EST.
Yes,
you can also listen to us on the go, basically on any app where you would listen to your podcast on the go. You can also find us on our social medias at ThinkTank or at ThinkTank Podcast. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified whenever we post a new video. On that note, have a good week.
Have a good week, everybody.
And we'll see you next Thursday.
See you next time.